What's up, you guys? How are you guys? Oh my goodness, I've been having a hard time, but I hope you guys can see me and I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm having constructions by my place, and there is nothing I can do about it. I have to come live. It's not going to stop me from what I have to do, so please bear with me. We have we're having noise. Yes, I apologize in advance. So let's begin. I'm going to start by bringing in an avatar, and oh, I forgot to tell you. So this is what we are doing today. I got this dress from Shein, and I want to see, I want to see how it's going to turn out digitally, and if it turns out the way like it looks here, then we might go ahead and make it. Okay, so let's begin. um so we're going to start by bringing in the avatar. My internet is bad, I can't see myself on live, so I'm just going to continue. Okay, so I'm going to say add, and say okay. I don't know if it's my internet or your internet. You can let me know in the comments if you're having a hard time, if it's your internet or my internet. But I guess if you watch this later, then you'll be able to forward and rewind, right? Like, I hope it's not choppy. So let's begin. So we have a lady here, but I think I'm going to adjust her body. So I'm going to go to edit avatar, and I'm going to say the heights. Okay, let's say that I think that's an okay height, and let's make her plus size. Okay, why isn't this moving? Okay, we're going to give her a bit of muscle. Yes, that's okay. Then I'm going to give her a bit of a bust because the dress we are making has a bust, right? So let's give her a bust, like a real bust. And like the bust cap, we're going to make it a D. Made it a D cup. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it. So let me reduce the waist because the thing we are making has a cinch waist. So yes, not bust point width, no, let's do the lower chest. Yes, okay, so let's increase the hip a little bit so that we have that contrast via the waist. I think from then on it doesn't matter, so X shape. Okay, okay, we have our body now. So let me close, and we're going to start by bringing in um, I'm going to start by bringing in a skirt or a top because I don't want it to be so naked the whole time. Otherwise, I don't know, So let me bring in like some basics, right? So I'll say, let's bring in a skirt, say add, say okay. And a top, I'll bring in this top. No, I won't bring in this top. I'll bring in this top and say add. Okay. And then I close. So I'm going to simulate. You guys, I don't know if I'm live or not. This is just so sad. Made it a D cup. Okay. I think that's it. You guys, I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to continue and I'm just going to continue. I hope you can see this when you do the replay or whatever. So, and I hope it's my internet that is not good, because on my end I'm 100% like 5 bars, full. So I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. So after bringing in these two, I'm going to delete this because we won't need it. So delete the waistband, and so I'm going to start building from the top down. I just wanted to cover this place so that we don't see her naked body. So I'm going to start building from the waist down. My computer is so slow. You know what, let me just continue designing, and we'll see from there. You know, I cannot because I see in the replay you're able to see what I was doing, so I guess it will stay on YouTube and you guys will be able to see it. So the other issue I was facing is that the laptop is a bit slow, so that's why I'm frustrated. This is like the third live I've started, so let me just continue and hope for the best. But so what I'm going to do is I have to slowly start cutting through the top, right? So let me start by cutting through the top. I'm going to say that from here to here to here gets cut off. Yes, so I'm going to say Z on the, if you can, if it's just my internet that's slow, please let me know in the comments, because I'm being paranoid, you know. And let me know in the comments, because while I'm trying to monitor the live on my phone, I see that very, like it's lagging or something, so let me know. Anyways, I'm going to start by cutting I'm going to cut off this area. So cut, and I'm going to delete it. So let me adjust a few areas of this. No, let me add a point here, and let me adjust this. Phew, child. Okay. So now I'm going to grab this area and I'm going to push it. Oh, that won't work. I have to first push this one here and push this area here, and then bring in the curve. I have to delete all these curve points and remain with only one. So this curve point will do that, but before I do that, let me first reduce the this. This is too big. And then let me reduce this as well. And I kind of have to remove the sleeves because they're not serving any purpose for us. Delete us. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in behind here. I still have to do the cartation, you know, and as you can see behind, we don't even have a behind, so I'm going to cut from here to here, and I'm going to choose this line and I'm going to say cut. So the whole above is gone. So now I still have the responsibility to, so I have to move this. And move this like this, and I'm going to use a curve and say, no, it's not coming from there. Okay, so I have to move this point a bit up like this, then have the curve from here. Okay, so after that I have to I'm going to move this up, up and make it long. Yes. Okay, so now, okay, I'm going to sew these two parts together, here to here, and I hope I didn't increase it too high, so let me reduce it. It's too high and it's irregular, so let me reduce it, and let's say it starts from there by the neck, and let's simulate, let's sew and see what happens. It's so slow. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to first stop everything, and I'm going to increase the skirt length, like the top length until where we want the, and then the bottom, I mean the behind as well. Okay, so I'm going to delete this skirt, and I'm going to simulate. Now, why did the dress go all the way behind? I have to pull it. Come on, come home. Come to where you belong. Pull, 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 pull. Uh-huh. Okay, first of all, let me first reduce this. Oh, it's already 20, so okay, the particle distance is 20. Okay, so let's go back to sculpting, like someone would call it. Now I'm going to start extracting this bralette part, and because I can see it's separate, so I'm going to come from here to here, just circling, no, not circling, but you know, going around the bust area. So, and from what I'm seeing, there is something that starts from, like, let's say from just here above the hip and goes all the way down. Like, bear with me, I want to make sure that I have all the lines before I start cutting. Yeah, so there is another line that runs from here to here, let's say from here to here. No, let me do that one more time. The line is running from here to here. Okay, so now what I'm confused about is okay, so let me start sculpting the waist area so that it doesn't confuse us a lot, right? So I'm going to bring in the curve tool, so I'm going to bring in the curve tool, and let me move these lines back to where they're supposed to be. Yes. Now what I'm not so sure about is, let me see in the photo. Like, here is the photo, right? Okay, it looks like that's one piece. Looks like this whole piece is one piece. So let's start carving it out and giving it like a curve. Okay, so now we have all these pieces. So let me go back to the line tool, and I think this curve here is funny, so let's correct it. Okay, so now let's go back to the line tool, and I'm going to select everything, the bra, right? Let me select the bra, and I'm going to write, no, don't cancel that, please. Oh no, let me, So I want to extract let me see, maybe if I use that trace tool. What do you mean trace and split? Oh. Won't be able to cut, you know. Unless I choose. Okay. Even then it's not cutting. Oh, so I have to cancel the axis and then choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. And I'm going to right click. It's still not letting me cut through. That's insane. Unless I do this, unless I say oh, I know 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this would work. Okay, so let me take back my axis, you know. Yes, let me bring back my axis. I just need to cut through these. Yeah, curtain. So okay. Phew. Okay, now we have a piece. What I'm going to do with this piece, I'm going to copy and paste this, right? And let me see if I do something silly like this. Yeah, let me do something silly like that. Let's bring it in the frame. It's in the frame now. I hope what I'm doing works, because if it works, then I'm genius. Well, kinda. Let's see. I'm going to sew segment to segment, like here to here, and here to there, here to here, here to here, and here to here. So let me simulate and see how that's going to come out. Okay, just made it so big. unless I put elastic here. No. First of all, there is let me remove this. These two. How do I join these two? Okay, I have to pull this. No. Let me delete this one. So I brought in because I realized that there were two pieces. There was no point in time where these were meeting, and this piece right here is like it has a point, and it's sort of like this, you know. It's not pointed like it's like I had done it, so I'm trying to correct that. And then here, so the only thing I need to do is delete this first. Okay. Command C, Command V. I want to get another piece. Yeah. And I'm going to increase this side, and this side not so much, just a little bit. So I'm going to sew just one side to see how it's going to go. So this side to this side, from here to here, and then this one to that one, and then oh, I messed up. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can use pleats. Let's say 2 pleats. This pleat thing, Ah. Okay. Let's say okay. And I'm going to pick this, move it out, and I'm going to say reset 2D so that I don't have all this confusion. Yay! We did it, Joe! Okay. So let me do the same thing for the other side. Let me bring in the don't you love the fact that it comes already when it's prepared? So I'm going to simulate. So let me make sure these two are on to the second layer, right? So that means they'll slowly come in. Now it's time to take care of the bottom. Let me first make sure everything is in position. Hi, I'm live. So I'm going to see if I can cut this area here. First of all, I want to see how much of, like how far. I don't know why I can't see this line. And this one, but I have to cut and sew. What do you mean cut failed? Cut failed. Why? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to, you see this area here, it has some sort of gathers and fullness, so I'm going to first expand here first of all. And then there is some sort of curve here. Let's see what happens now. So it's starting to flare slowly, you can see, right? But for some reason it's it's on one side. Let's move the dress to one side. Matter of fact, let me make the dress already the color of the brown. This is it beige? It's not beige, it's brown. So let me already make the fabric brown. And this default fabric, I'm going to make it brown. Okay, so around here we have some sort of, I don't want to say pleats, I want to call them gathers. So I'm going to increase here. I'm going to increase this part, the length, and I'm going to say so. Let's go for a different brown. Okay, so I haven't yet done anything to the back. That's why the back is looking funny. So let's work on the back. Firstly, there is a line running from up to down, just like the front. Here, so I want this line to run from here to here along the waist, and okay, so I'm going to curve this line. Okay, maybe it's a bit too much. Let me put it here and curve it a bit more. Curve it where it makes sense. So I'm going to zoom in here. I want to make sure that this part this part where it cuts into, it's directly aligned, you know. Yep, okay. And then another line is going to come and cut through again. So this one is going to cut through from here to down, just like the front. Now I'm going to curve here. Here, so I'm trying to make sure that the curve is perfect. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to go back to the line and I'm going to say cut and sew. Yeah, so now we have these pieces here, right? Like I had done for the front, let's do the back as well. What I did was, first I increased the fullness here, and then I gave it its curve. Let's first delete one curve point. When you have many, then the curve gets distorted, so let's first make a curve that makes sense. Maybe I took it too sharp, so let me reduce it and bring it up a bit like this. Okay, so simulate, and then I'm going to add 2 points here, like from here to here, and I'm going to increase the length here, like I did in the front. I'm going to put a curve in. Yeah, so I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to select these two, and simulate. So I want to first make sure that the front and the back, the side line is the same length. So here we have 51 and here we have 54, so what's going on? I see. Okay, the mistake is here. So I think the mistake that I made was I made a mistake, you know. I should have just given this fullness. So escape. I want the fullness to be here. Okay, so I'm going to give this curve here. So now we have a bit of fullness, but then there is an issue, so let's fix it here before I can fully simulate. The length here is 64, so I have to increase this. And this to 64. Wow, that's too long. Okay, maybe to 60. Okay, so I did the back. The back looks like it's making sense. Let's see the front. I said it's making sense, but look at this. Let me first pause that, move it back. And then simulate. There is something that is entangled to the front. I think it's this other side. Let me do the same with both of them. Come on, stop. Oh, it's this part. Okay, let's simulate. Let me reduce this to a place where it makes some sense. Okay, so let me reduce. Let me strengthen this piece. This part is also very high.